Hey everybody, I'm Mama Baird and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be making up an old classic recipe, chipped beef. I have some clearance roast beef here that we got from the deli. Like, it only had an 80-cent discount. That's not really that much, but we have it and it needs to get used up. And I was like, you know what? Let's take an old classic and put a fresh spin on it. So let's get in here and let's make some old-fashioned chipped beef. The original recipe does not have onion in it. It has like onion powder that you can add, but I'm going to dice an onion and add it to it. I love the additional flavor of fresh onion and garlic. Like, powdered is great. It works in a pinch, but if you have it, add the fresh stuff to it. I usually like to keep some of this prepped up in my fridge, but I have not gotten around to doing the onions yet, so I'm just gonna dice by hand and get this going. Trying to get dinner on the table. Alright, so we have our onions on this side. We're gonna take this, chop up our roast beef. I'm not usually much of a roast beef person. My mother-in-law bought this. I don't think I've ever bought sliced roast beef. I don't know if that's just an age thing. I don't remember my mom ever making roast beef. So I'm just gonna cut this into bite-sized pieces. This was about 3/4 of a pound of roast beef. It looks pretty good. So let's get this over to the stove. Alright, I got my cast iron skillet here. I'm gonna put some bacon grease down and I'm gonna cook the onion. I'm gonna throw some garlic in there with it, and I'm going to cook that beef some more and just give it some flavor by cooking it in some bacon grease. I have my heat on an 8. Looking for a nice hot sear. Just gonna cook this till it's a little translucent. Then I have some roasted garlic cloves. I roasted in olive oil. I'm gonna add that to it. Once these are roasted and cooked in that oil, they pretty much become be able to squish down into a paste. They're so good. Cooked a big batch and then I put it in small jars and have them in my freezer, and then I just have a little bit out at a time because it can mold on you if you keep it in the fridge for too long. Let's let that cook for like 1 more minute and then we'll add in our beef. Alright, let's add in the beef. Now this is already cooked, but I think just having it cooked in onions and bacon and garlic is going to make it taste oh so much better. Now this is one of those where you can use whatever meat you have on hand. You don't have to use roast beef. You could use turkey, chicken, bologna, hot dog. It don't matter, just any kind of meat, because we're just going to make a simple white gravy. This is one of those things where just knowing how to make a simple gravy or a roux is really going to be able to give you so many options in the kitchen. Alright, I just went ahead and took the chipped beef mixture out. So now we're going to make a roux. I'm going to throw some butter down there. We're going to make it in the same pan that we cooked that in to get all those drippings. It's going to make our gravy taste delicious. So we're going to add about 2 tablespoons of flour. You want equal parts butter or whatever fat you're using to flour. It's pretty good. And you want this to cook for about a minute. Probably a little thick. Let's add a smidgen more butter. And then I'm going to add milk a little bit at a time. get all these clumps out. As it starts cooking, it'll thicken. As it starts heating up, it'll thicken. There we go. All right, so about 2 cups of milk. We can add more if we need to. I'm gonna go ahead and add pepper. This is just kosher salt. Having a simple roux recipe in your head is going to save you countless times in the kitchen. Whether you want to make a homemade mac and cheese, you make a roux, fat, flour, then milk. If you want to add chicken stock instead of milk, you have a cream of chicken soup. You could add a can of evaporated milk and then add sausage to it. You have a biscuit gravy. So knowing the basics of a roux is going to give you countless options in the kitchen. So take the time to learn a basic roux if you haven't gotten that skill yet. It's going to work wonders for you in the kitchen. All right, so starting to come to a simmer. I'm going to ditch the whisk, go back to my spoon here. I want this to kind of simmer without curdling, so don't have it at like too hot of a temperature, but hot enough that you want it to simmer so it can thicken. I baked potatoes to go with these instead of traditional toast. I think that would be good to put it on a baked potato. Okay, it's starting to thicken up as I move this back and forth. Let's go ahead and add our beef, onion, garlic mixture back in. And then hopefully this will thicken up some more. Oh, that looks good. You see how that bunch of that juice went in there? That's why I was waiting to taste it until I added that meat mixture back in, because that added a whole bunch of additional flavor to it that I wanted to make sure that I could taste. Wow, that's really good. I am going to add a little more salt. I'm going to add a splash of Who's Your Sister sauce. Yeah, that always adds a good brown color to the Worcestershire sauce. I know how to say it, I just don't like saying it, so I say it how I want to say it. Alright, let's give that a try. Oh yeah, that's good. And it's still starting to thicken up some. That's good. I do think I'm going to add a little more pepper to it. Alright, I'm going to turn it off and we're going to let it cool down a bit, and then we'll dish it up onto our baked potato. Then I'm going to add a little bit of parsley to the top for that pop of green. Alright, let's give it a try. Now, originally this is on toast, I think to give it a bit of a crunch and something to soak that gravy in, but I'm thinking baked potatoes is going to work just fine. Oh yeah. Oh, that's good. I love a good baked potato. I eat the skin and everything. What do you think? Would you eat it? I did also cook some veggies.
Up to the 8?
Yeah. Yeah, put it in there.
It's already gonna fall already.
Put it in the bowl, it's fine.
Did that look like enough?
A little more.
Okay. When you say stop, that means that's enough.
Yep. And stop. All right, now put those 3 bags of carrots in there.
Jumping?
Yep. Look where the hole is. You gotta shake it so it comes out the hole. Yep. There you go. There you go. Look, they're not quite. There you go.
Ah! No. I'm the sunglasses for you.
Good. All right, put the butter on there.
Oh.
Oh, hey, Jan's got the butter.
Maybe I can do 2 things for you. And if I can do 2
You kind of do like a hi-ya.
Hiya.
Yep, scrape it against the side of the bowl. There we go. All right, now kind of, yeah, get it on top of there.
I want to do the salt. Can I do it now?
Yep. Okay, good. I just steamed some broccoli and some baby carrots. Butter and some salt. And Chef Mike. Super easy. Thanks for coming along as I tried chopped beef for the first time. Is this a recipe that you grew up eating, or what do you guys do differently in yours? Please let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you next time on Mama Baird's.
Yeah, 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 yeah.